One fine morning, a merchant set out for the market with his donkey, who was carrying heavy bags of salt on his back. They had a long walk ahead, but the merchant was hopeful for a good day of sales. As they made their way, they came to a river that crossed their path. The merchant led the donkey carefully across, but midway, the donkey slipped and fell into the water. By the time the merchant pulled him out, most of the salt had dissolved. The donkey stood up, shook off the water, and suddenly realized the load felt much lighter. The donkey quietly smiled to himself. The merchant sighed and turned back home, reloading the donkey with fresh bags of salt. The next day, they came to the same river, but this time the donkey deliberately slipped into the water. Once again, the salt was ruined, and the donkey trotted ahead with a proud grin. The merchant frowned but said nothing. He had caught on to the donkey's game. On the third day, the merchant changed the plan. He loaded the donkey with sacks that looked the same, but were full of sponges instead of salt. As expected, when they reached the river, the donkey pulled the same trick, slipping into the water with a dramatic splash. But the moment he stood up, his joy turned into shock. The sponges had absorbed the water, and now the load was twice as heavy. The donkey groaned, struggling to take even a few steps. The merchant laughed and said, "You thought you were outsmarting me, but sometimes those who play tricks fall right into their own trap." Moral of the story: trying to outsmart others with tricks may work once or twice, but in the end, your cleverness can become your downfall. You may fool the very people who trusted you, take advantage of them and think you're winning, but it never lasts. Life has a way of returning what you give. If you've done good, goodness will find its way back to you. But if you cheat, lie, and exploit others, you're setting yourself up for serious trouble. Once you're caught and people realize you've been dishonest all along, trust me, you will never be the same person in their eyes. Whether it's in relationships, business, or family, once your name and reputation are damaged, people see you differently. Trust is fragile. Once broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild. Even if you change and become a better person, people will still hesitate to believe you. So always be honest, act with integrity, and protect the trust others place in you. The respect, love, and care you earn through truth will last far longer than anything gained through deceit. If you believe that honesty and integrity are worth more than any shortcut, then comment, "Trust is priceless," and share this story with your loved ones. May God guide us to always choose the right path and protect the trust placed in us.